You undoubtedly heard the whispers on the wind some time ago that we might just be getting a Mass Effect Trilogy Remaster. Now of course, these rumours have been floating around for some time despite EA's claims that they wouldn't be doing any remasters, but then hope sprung up thanks to comments from EA executive Patrick Soderlund, who seemed to signal a softening of EA's attitude to remasters based upon the success of other publishers remastering classic titles. However, it seems that even if that is the case, even if EA have opened their mind a little bit to the prospect of remasters, it seems Mass Effect is actually not high on the list. Now, this dampening of the flames of hope comes thanks to the EA exec Peter Moore in a recent interview with IGN. And he said, quote, "Could we make an easy buck on remastering Mass Effect? Yes. Have 1,000 people asked me that? Yes, they have. Do we have? No. We just feel like we want to go forward. There's a little thing called Mass Effect Andromeda that we're totally focused on at BioWare, and it's going to be magnificent. Anything that distracts from that..." So this doesn't necessarily mean we won't be getting any remasters from EA. They do seem to at least be open to that based upon the same success that I talked about earlier of other remasters and all that sort of thing. But it does seem, at least for the foreseeable future, Mass Effect is not going to be one of them. And he said, quote, "Do we have teams lying around that are doing nothing right now that can go and..." No we don't. We want to focus on the future. Now, while I can understand this attitude, they are undoubtedly very busy over at BioWare with Mass Effect Andromeda, but it could easily be given to another developer, given to Bluepoint, or any of EA's teams, but EA don't seem open to it. As I said, this doesn't necessarily close off the remaster door forever. I think maybe after we've had Mass Effect Andromeda they might reconsider, but it seems that if they're going to dip their toes into the remastered waters, it is not going to be a big series like Mass Effect. Perhaps they want to keep it small for the first thing. They don't want to do the trilogy, because people would want the trilogy. They don't just want the first game or the third game or whatever. They would want the whole trilogy, so perhaps they're going to start off with a one-off or something like that. Or maybe they've just had some internal discussions and think, look, the time is wrong, we need to wait for, say, the Scorpio and the Neo to come out, and then possibly revisit the option for what remasters we want to do. Regardless of what might happen in the future, for now at least, for the foreseeable future, unfortunately Mass Effect Remastered is just not going to happen. Sad face times. Regardless of all that, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.